It was a cold and rainy night. Daniel sat alone in his apartment, staring at his phone. The room was silent, except for the sound of rain hitting the window. He looked tired, not because of work, but because of life. For the past 3 years, Daniel had been busy chasing success, a better job, more money, a bigger life. But during those years, he slowly became distant from the one person who loved him the most, his mother. She called him almost every day, sometimes in the morning, sometimes late at night. But most of the time, Daniel ignored the calls. "I'm busy, Mom. I'll call later. Not now." These were the same words he repeated again and again. At first, his mother smiled and understood, but slowly, her voice became softer, sadder. One evening, while Daniel was working in his office, his phone rang again. Mom calling. He looked at the screen for a few seconds, then rejected the call. A few seconds later, a message arrived. "Please call me when you're free. I just wanted to hear your voice." Daniel sighed. He placed the phone upside down and continued working. That night, he forgot to call her back. The next morning, Daniel woke up late. As he made coffee, his phone suddenly rang. It was his uncle. Daniel answered casually, "Hello?" But the voice on the other side sounded broken. "Daniel, your mother is in the hospital?" The cup slipped from his hand. His heart started beating fast. "What happened?" "She had a heart attack last night." Daniel froze. For the first time in years, fear entered his heart. Without wasting another second, he grabbed his jacket and rushed outside. Rain poured heavily as he drove through the empty streets. His hands shook on the steering wheel. Inside his mind, only one thought repeated again and again. "I should have answered her call." When Daniel finally reached the hospital, he ran through the hallway searching for his uncle. But the moment he saw his uncle's eyes, his heart sank. He already understood. He was too late. Daniel slowly walked into the quiet hospital room. Everything felt cold, still, silent. His mother lay peacefully on the bed. Daniel stood there without moving, his eyes filled with tears. He wanted to say something, anything, but no words came out. For the first time in his life, he realized how empty silence could feel. He sat beside her and held her hand tightly. It was cold. Daniel broke down crying. "I'm sorry, Mom. I was busy with everything except you." A nurse quietly entered the room. She handed Daniel a small envelope. "Your mother asked me to give this to you." With trembling hands, Daniel opened it. Inside was a short letter written in weak handwriting. "My dear son, I know you are busy building your future, and I am always proud of you. I never wanted to disturb you. I only called because I missed your voice. No matter how far life takes you, never forget that someone is always waiting for your call. Take care of yourself. And remember, you will always be my little boy. Love, Mom." Daniel could no longer hold back his tears. He cried like a child. At that moment, all the money, all the success, all the achievements felt meaningless. Days passed, but Daniel never forgot that letter. He started visiting his hometown more often. He spent more time with family, and every time his phone rang from someone he loved, he answered. Because now he understood something important. One missed call can become a lifetime regret. Sometimes we become so busy chasing life that we forget the people who gave us life. So before it becomes too late, call your parents, listen to their voice, because one day you may wish for just one more conversation and maybe one more message